Hola YouTube, copy 7789 here, bringing you guys, as I promised. I know it was only a day ago, but I figured I'd get the first part up now. Bringing you guys Road to YCS Philadelphia Part 1. Part 1. This one's going to be about the main deck. I'm going to show you guys the main deck, explain choices, go actually relatively in depth. Like, I normally just go through deck profiles pretty quickly and don't exactly go in depth with deck profiles. But I figure now's a perfect time to, like, go in depth, explain why I play however many card of each card that I play, and blah 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 blah. So yeah, that's really about all I have. I guess we'll just say let's just get into it. Yeah, I'm going to go through the monsters and spells. Obviously, it's Chaos Dragons. No traps, of course. Well, I mean, people have been playing Treacherous Trap Hole, but I'm not a huge fan of Treacherous Trap Hole. So, yeah. Alright. Let us get into it. Okay. And I decided to bring back the Automat. Yada's just too cool. I think I'm going to play on this, actually, at the YCS itself. So, yeah. Alright, let's start it off. Obviously, you start with 3 Light Pulsar Dragon. There's really not much I can say about Light Pulsar. It basically makes your deck run. This card is an incredibly good card. 2500 beater is huge. And yeah, I mean, there's really honestly not much I can say about Light Pulsar. 3 Light Pulsar is standard. So yeah, you have that. Next, 3 Dark Flare Dragon. Now, there are 2 reasons why I run 3 Dark Flare Dragon. First reason, its effect. Its effect is too good. Especially being able to banish things, that effect is just incredible. Also, for the Future Fusion combo, I want to be sure that I'm going to be able to get at least 2 Dark Flares into the graveyard. Let's say I open with a Dark Flare, I'm not going to be able to get a second Dark Flare in the graveyard to get another Dark Dragon into the graveyard. Let's say I'll open up with Future Fusion Dark Flare, and basically I'll have my way to get to my combo. I'm going to want to be able to dump 2 Dark Flare Dragons into the graveyard. So yeah, that's really all there is to say about it. I want to make sure that I'm going to get to Dark Flare Dragon, and his effect is really, really good, so I really cannot complain. Dark Flare Dragon is a great card. So yeah. Next, triple Eclipse Wyvern. Now, just like all the other Chaos Dragons, I only have 3 targets, but there is a reason why I run 3. First of all, I do play Honest. You will see that a little bit later on in the deck profile. So there's that. Second of all, I do open with this and Darkness Metal in my hand a lot. I don't want to say a whole lot, but enough to where just summoning him and being able to banish him for Darkness Metal is really, really good. And I still want to have a couple left if I need to send him to the graveyard and search for my Dark Arm Dragon or search for my Red Eyes Darkness Metal. So, yeah. And I can protect him with Honest. So, as I said already. So, 3 Eclipse Wyvern. That's probably not changing anytime soon. And then next you have the Eclipse Wyvern targets. You have the 2 Darkness Metal. Like I said before, 3 is very cloggy, so I think 2 is basically standard now. Obviously, it does the dumb stuff with, first of all, the Light Pulsar combo. Second of all, it can be a dragon discard for Dark Flare Dragon's effect. And it's just a big old body. It's huge. And of course, its special summoning effect is really, really good. So, yeah. And then the other target is 1 Dark Arm Dragon. Really not much else I can say about that. Dark Armed is really, really, really good. So that's it for the dragons. We'll get into the Chaos Monsters now. The 1 BLS, that is absolutely standard. You have to play BLS. 3 Chaos Sorcerers. I've seen people going down to 2. I don't understand why. Chaos Sorcerer is still a very, very good card, Even with, especially, you want to have more than just two. I think, especially with bottomless becoming a little more, just a little bit more popular, but it is on its way to becoming more popular. So I definitely say three Chaos Sorcerer is the way to go. So yeah, there's that. Triple Chaos Sorcerer. Then we'll get to the Lightsworn engine. Triple Lila. This card just helps you deal with back rows, basically. I would never go down to less than three. Triple Raikou. It's very, very good against Rabbit, obviously. It's not so great against Insectors, but at least a recharge target when you know you're playing against Insectors. So Triple Raikou, that probably won't change anytime soon. And then I do have one proxy in the main deck still, unfortunately, and that is this is supposed to be an Aaron, Lightsworn Monk. It's good to deal with stuff like it's good for extra milling. It's another Lightsworn target for solar recharge. I like to have 7 targets just so my recharge isn't as dead. Oh, excuse me. And also, its effect is still decent. Like, especially when my opponent brings out Zen mains, it's relatively difficult for me to deal with Zen mains. But if I have a charge, I can just charge into this, summon it, and attack and bounce back their Zen mains, and they basically wasted a tour guide. So one Aaron, I think it is worth the spot in there as well. Then you get into triple tour guide. In my opinion, you have to play tour guide in this deck. It is just incredible. It opens up so many more plays than whatever you would be playing over this card. Just trust me. Tour guide is essential for the deck. Then you have one Sangan to go with the tour guides. Searches out basically whatever smaller monsters you need. Yeah, one Sangan. 2 Effect Veiler. I had considered 3. Actually, I considered 3 a lot. I'm really only committing to the field. Basically, I'm really only committing to the field when I'm going for game, basically. Other than that, I'm really not going to have more than one monster on board most of the time. So I feel 2 Effect Veiler is good enough. I'll probably end up siding the 3rd. Like I said, I still have not worked out my side deck at the moment. And even my extra deck. I got to figure out what's going on there as well. But, yeah. Just double Effect Veiler for the moment. I mean, that's really all the more I'm going to say. Double Effect Veiler for now. It's decent to synchro with Chaos Sorcerer and all that, and Gores, but other than that, 1 Effect Veiler. Or 2 Effect Veilers. Sorry, 2 Effect Veilers. 1 Card Trooper, and the main reason I'm only playing 1 is because I feel like with the 7 Lightsworns, I have enough milling yet again. So I only really feel that I need 1. And I wanted to make room for a couple other cards as well, I guess is probably the best way to put it. So I didn't feel like more than 1 Trooper was needed. Trooper gets the job done when I get it. Most of the time I just end up milling it. So yeah, just 1 Trooper. Gores, like I said, I don't play any back rows. And the only time anything that's going to be on the board for me normally is if I played Future Fusion. And if I played Future Fusion, I should normally be winning by that point. So yeah. But Gores, you still absolutely have to run it. 1 Plague Spreader. I have no idea why people are cutting this out of Chaos Dragon deck. Especially if you end up milling this guy. It is incredible. And with the access with Tour Guide, if you go summon Tour, or if you use this to synchro, like let's say with a Light Pulsar Dragon, and you get back Darkness Metal and you still have a Tour Guide in hand, you Darkness Metal, bring back Light Pulsar, summon Tour Guide, go into Leviair, bring this thing back, and then sync with the Pulsar again, and you just basically, and then you get, like let's say you have Dark Flare engraved, you get a Dark Flare back. That's just incredible. Especially since you're probably going to have a Stardust up to protect it. You're going to have a Scrap Dragon up to pop whatever shit you need to pop. So even Dark Flare Dragon could be one of those cards where you just pop it for Scrap Dragon's effect. And then even you could bring back a second Darkness Metal if you have a second Darkness Metal engraved. So you sync with the Light Pulsar, bring back the second Darkness Metal that hasn't used its effect. pop the other one with a Scrap Dragon to pop one of your opponent's card, and then use it, Darkness Metal's effect to bring that back the Light Pulsar. That's incredible. So I just think Plague Spreader is too good, especially with the versatility that this deck has to not play in the main deck. And then my final monster is One Honest. I've had it now where I've attacked over stuff with Light Pulsar with Honest and my opponent could not come back. Honest is really, really good in here. I absolutely suggest playing Honest. You have enough light targets that it's going to be really good. And if anything, if you just mill it, it's another light target. And it's something that you can even bring back with Tour Guide, yet again. You remove it for a Chaos Monster, summon Tour Guide, bring it back, bounce it back to your hand, and you can swing over stuff. And BLS Honest is really, really good, yet again. So that's 33 monsters, I believe. I am perfectly fine with 33 monsters. I've had no problems with it so far. So, yeah. Then you really just get into the staple stuff. One Monster Reborn, have to play it, obviously. One Dark Hole, yet again, have to play it. One Heavy Storm, absolutely have to play it. One Future Fusion, do not take this card out of your deck. You Chaos Dragon players, I don't know why you're doing it. Play Future Fusion. The card is broken. Play it. One Allure, for more draw power, you absolutely run enough darks that this card is never really dead when you draw it. One Charge to get to your Lightstorm monsters, basically. That's really all I'm going to say about Charge. Charge. Yeah. And then triple Recharge. Like I said, I run 7 targets, so this is not as dead as much. Actually, a lot of the time I really end up milling it, but you still have to play 3. It's very, very good draw power for the deck. Helps you get to whatever you need right away. So 3 Recharge. So the deck count is 42 at the moment. So yeah, that is the main deck. I mean, I can honestly say I've tested this deck. I haven't tested it as extensively as I would like to yet. Like, I really just don't consider Dueling Network testing a deck. It's Dueling Network. You're not going to play what you want to play. It's easier to just play with your friends because you know what they're running. You know, most of my, actually, like all of my friends play meta. So it's really, really, it's a lot easier for me to test against the decks that I'm probably going to end up playing in the YCS than it might be for some other people. I mean, you know, for some other people it might be easier to go on Dueling Network and do that, but for me it's just easier to just play with my buddies on the weekend. Because my buddies playing Zectors, they play Rabbit, they play Heroes. Well, my friends don't play Heroes, but one of my friends does play Heroes. So yeah, I mean, like I said, it is a little bit easier for me to test against the meta. So yeah. So yeah, that's the main deck, guys. Stay tuned for part 2. That will probably be the extra and the side deck. I can't guarantee how quickly I'm going to get that to you because I'm still missing a couple cards for the extra deck and the side deck. So yeah, that's really all I have. So thanks for watching as always, YouTube. As always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, stay tuned for part 2. Peace out.